Yes, One Love Radio. As I mentioned to you guys before, I have a very, very special guest artist calling all the way from Trinidad and Tobago. You just heard her beautiful voice with her single On the Lower. The one and only Jadel is live on the phone line with us right now. How you doing?
I'm good. It's a pleasure to be here. Thank you.
It's truly, truly an honor. I have to say, you are Miss Fabulous. I have to
You
start it
find
out.
so? I just trying to think. I just trying to be, relevant and trending. So yeah.
You're not trying. We can't call this try. You are doing it, all
Mm.
right? You are slaying, slaying. But of course, call it all the way from Trinidad and Tobago. She is a soca artist, even though I have to say, we listen to her voice. It's so sultry, it's so international. We didn't hear the Trini accent in
Wow.
this.
Thank you.
Yes. However,
Yeah, you.
we're gonna take it back a little, and I am curious what
Yeah.
actually sparked your decision, of course, to go into the music career. Because I know from what I heard, you were also a law student. A
Yes, definitely.
fashionista. So I am curious, what sparked, the decision, of course, to do music as your main career right now.
I mean, yes, it was always law and being a flight attendant, studying law, but music is dear to my heart. I actually wanted to do music way before law, but I didn't think it was possible. I think it was a bit far-fetched. And based on the family background that I had, everybody was just more religious and Christian, and they all on academic, and they was like, yo, no music, no stage nonsense. You're going to, be a lawyer or a doctor or whatever, and you're going through that, right? And, to be honest, while with the University of London, um, it's a lot of money to pay for the loan, right, for schooling. So I still had some stumbling blocks in which I needed to get more revenue, more money. So I was like, I met my friend, she was singing in the casino. And I remember me, started off singing in the choirs and stuff. And I just ended up falling back on, like, not falling back, but just forgetting about it. So since I wanted money to pay for my schooling, I decided to start singing cover versions in order to pay for the loan. And while singing, doing those things, I was discovered from the band Traffic by the band Traffic and Surface, which is two big legendary bands from Trinidad. I
Right.
became the singer there, and I realized I was having a hard time juggling between music and law, you know. So yes, I was paying for the law, but knowing that you have to go and travel, you have to do this and that, and then to go and practice law, you don't have to pay, like, you have to take 2 years off and do it full time in Trinidad. You were in law school, or you have to go England for 6 months to study, and that wasn't going to be possible if the rate I was going with the music and having to travel. So I actually had to choose. So I was like, oh my God, you know, I just started enjoying the whole vibes of the music. This is stuff that I wanted to do that I thought was so perfect. Being
Right.
happening now. So I was like, this is my dream. Yes, I want to be alone, but now I have to choose. So what I could do is put it on hold for now, alone. I can always get back into it because
Right.
I've already started. I've already know what it's about. And what I did is I did the engineering instead
Okay.
while doing music to help improve my craft in the songwriting, in the production, in the mixing, in the mastering.
Nice, nice. And I have to say, guys, I know a lot of people is looking at you and they're like, "Oh my gosh, she is so fabulous," but she is beauty and brains, okay? And as you mentioned, you could definitely go back, and continue, your law
Mhm.
school whenever you decide
Yeah.
to, because girl, you got in. You
Yeah,
were doing that.
you are like me today.
Yes, but
I mean, it's one life to live. That type of career-driven person where you don't want to be lazy. You want to do the best of what you could do. If I started, I really love law. I would love to go back into it, and I would love to do engineering as well. And trying to do as much as I can in this one life to live.
Yes, it
And
is. And you definitely don't want to live with no regret, in this one
definitely.
life that you have, that this one go
Mm-hmm.
around. But I totally understand, because we know going to law school is going to be strenuous. I mean, you have to be focused.
Yeah,
It's no social life, while you're doing that. So it's understandable you wouldn't be able to travel and do everything. You got submit your work in at a
mm-hmm.
certain time, research. So
Exactly.
yeah, I mean, you could put that on hold right now. It's on hold, but I have to say that I am thrilled and excited that you decided, of course, to now pursue your solo music
Mm,
career, because
yes,
I mean, we'll
definitely.
be losing something right now. Your talent, to
Oh,
be
that's really good. I'm still working on my craft. I'm still not yet where I need to be, and it's all because I basically write on my own. I'm creating my own stuff to do everything. So a lot of artists they have songwriters. I'm not. I am very open to songwriters, but a lot of the times when songwriters give me songs and I compare to my song, I'll be like, I think I'm not being biased, but it would be as strong enough material that they pitched me than the things that I wrote. So until I can make a song that is stronger than what I wrote, then, but
right.
so far, yeah, I've been starting to collab with other songwriters and trying to move about, and also collaborations with other artists is what is needed for me
Right.
to be,
But I would
where I
say
need to be.
this. I would say this. Try not to compare yourself to anybody else. Just see,
Mm-hmm.
you know what it is that you think you should be working on, and you just focus
Yeah,
on that, because at the end of the day, nothing is wrong with having writers right now in this stage of your career, until you master it. It all comes
definitely.
with time. So I have to say that you're doing a phenomenal job so far. I would have never thought, and I have to say, congratulations to you, because you have excelled in your music career, for someone who is, at the 2 year mark or so solo, and you're doing
Yes.
amazing. So please understand that you are doing a phenomenal job. If no one is there right now to pat you on your back, let me give you a pat on the back through the ear, all
Oh,
right? Because you're doing great. You are
thank you
doing
much.
great. Okay.
Yes, I'm trying my best. And also with this 2-year-old toddler, even makes it even more difficult to go back into law. And I'm finding it a little more flexible and easier with music. I mean, it has its ups and downs, motherhood and music, but I'm working on it. It's flexible enough. I actually take her every day for shows, for everything.
Right, right. But you're doing well. You're doing well. Don't be too hard on yourself, because you look like you have a whole music label behind you, I have to say. An entire
Oh, yeah.
music label. And despite the focus on mastering the writing, which you will, eventually, but as I said, I don't see that you're not at the current moment. But we all know that we could be critical on ourselves, because we expect
Yeah.
it to be at a certain level. But I have
Mm-hmm.
to say this to you, that, despite just even the branding, your vocals, your
Oh,
talents is on another level. It is so international that, listening to you, I have to say, I would have never guessed Trinidadian until you spoke, of course, and of course knowing your background. But
true.
you are giving me that R&B Jamaican dancehall flavor, because I heard the
Yes, that's what I
patois.
really love.
Have you ever heard that before?
Mhm. Yes, fatwa, of course. Definitely. No, but I really love choosing soca. Like I love authentic soca, yes, but in this era you can't be the same thing over and over and over. You have to do the fusions and stuff. And I loved Mariah Carey, like since before. That was my goal, my idol. Sorry. I used to like idolizing her and sing all the girls. So I was like, what a greater thing to do is fuse soca with R&B music, do a little curls where you could and some dance so that bouncy dancehall music. Yeah. I wanted to fuse all three of those.
Nice, nice. And you are doing it. You are a fusion, like we call it, a fusion artist. You're a Caribbean fusion artist. And I have to say,
Yeah.
your vocals are amazing. You do have the
Thank you
international
so much.
sound and the appeal. So I know that you have quite a few music videos that is out right now. Do you actually play a part in writing the treatments for your video, or you leave it up to management to give the look and the vision that they have for your career?
No, I am very much instrumental as well. It's a team effort, teamwork with everything. Even when I write a song, I will pass it to them and let them hear and see what needs to tweak, what needs not. The production, the mixing, the mastering, the type of video that I'm releasing. Everything is strategically planned. They would know the timing, the best outfit. So they'll say, okay, right now you need sexy. We need sexy to have right now with how the way going up the strap. This video is not going that sexy. You put on a lot of clothes. Everything is strategically planned out. Yes.
Nice, nice. Well, I have to say, you and your team are doing a phenomenal job. So keep up the great work. And
Thank you.
of course, I am here to watch, support your career as it, propel on, because I know you're going to be doing phenomenal things. But again, just in case you're just tuning in to One Love Radio, we have on the phone line calling all the way from Trinidad and Tobago, the one and only, the super talented and beautiful Jadel live right now. I want you guys to make sure that you follow her on Instagram, and it's called me Jadel. And also make sure that you guys follow her Vivo channel. All right. So I am curious because I know that you put out an album last year, but I was actually hearing that you're working on a second one already. Is it an EP or an album? Really?
Yes, definitely. I am. It's kind of on hold with the time that I was supposed to put it out. Um, Based on some unpredictability. I think, let me say by end of the year, then it will
Okay.
be coming. It's not going to come out like what I thought in me.
Okay. Okay. Do you have any collaborations on it? We're curious.
Yes, definitely, but it's
A
surprises.
surprise.
Yes,
All right.
definitely.
All right. So One Love Radio, as soon as the name drop, you're gonna get it because we're gonna talk about it right here in the entertainment news. All right. So remember to always definitely keep it locked. So I am curious, how has the reception been in the calypso scene? When it comes to
Right?
other female artists that is in the
Hold on,
industry, has the reception
hold
been
on,
amazing?
hold on. I didn't hear this at all because the baby crying. Hold on, just give me like 15 seconds.
All
Hold
right,
on.
so we have live on air right now with us, the beautiful and talented Jadel. As
Yeah.
you know, she is a mom, so we might be hearing the baby in the background
Right.
as she
Okay,
attends
good.
to
I guess we're going to touch right now.
her
You can
beautiful
repeat
child.
yourself.
Yeah, so you guys could definitely tune in and keep it locked again.
Mhm.
Remember to follow her on Instagram, all right? And that is Call Me Jadel. All right.
Yes.
So the question was, how has the reception been with other entertainers in the business? I know you have worked with some renowned icon in the soca industry. So how has the
Mhm.
reception been for you so far?
Oh, definitely. It's been marvelous because I honestly wanted to reach out to more females because it's a male dominated industry, right?
Right.
And I realized people always come together, they help each other, they always doing teamwork, they roll together. You're not seeing that in the females. So the reception with the females with that song, that's what I really wanted more than anything else, and it has been marvelous. I've had a lot of people repost it, reshare it, um, supporting, showing, and even my followers, all my followers, like fan base, the females started coming because um, I did a song called Bossy, which is I'm fly, I'm bossy. It's a woman empowerment song, which is like showing all the bossy ladies, you can do whatever you need, whatever you want to do in life, be up there. And straight from that, I wanted to do Deserve It All, which is for the females. And definitely that's really what I wanted because I've
Nice.
always had real yes, fan support. So I'm really happy to hear that I'm getting more female love right now.
That is amazing. And I have to say, if you guys haven't checked out the music video for Bossy, make sure that you guys go on her Vivo channel. She is a fashionista and she was slaying in every every fling. She was slaying to the gods, as they like to say, especially in that jacuzzi. Turn up, turn up. It was just amazing. So again, we have on the phone line with us the beautiful and super talented Jadel. So I'm curious, because we heard your baby in the background. How is it
Yeah,
juggling motherhood now and your music career?
struggling motherhood. I mean, well, based on the COVID, how it, let me say, died down a little bit with the traveling. It has been a little easier being home with the baby. But I'm talking about on a regular, before this whole COVID, yes, it was really up and down. There were times I would have to go in the studio with the baby. She was 3 months, and I would record the song from start to finish. Because not all the time you want to call on babysitters, um, every single time you have to go to the studio. Sometimes they may not be available at the time. The producer saying, yo, you have a song now, you need to come now, now. You'd make it work, you'd make it done, especially if she's breastfeeding. Um, she would just, yeah, I made it work. To be honest, I didn't really find it's worth it. A lot of people would say, wow, you did a lot for like, say, it's everywhere you go. Um, as I say, I breastfeed this child, where I record a whole content for like 2 to 3 hours in a studio. Then that happened 3 times. So I enjoy it. I enjoy juggling the baby and motherhood because she's my motivation as well. So I'm finding some superpower strength, things that I didn't know I had before, things that I would have taken for granted, things that I would not have done if I wasn't a mother. I'm finding myself doing more work, recording more, writing more, taking my craft way more serious with her. So everything happens for a reason, and I'm enjoying every step of it, the good, the bad, the ugly, the glitz and the clams.
Nice, nice. And that is just the strength of a woman. You
Yeah,
got to know how to like juggle, especially when you are pursuing a career like this at this magnitude. And it's amazing to hear that, it's working well for you, because we know sometimes it could be hard and difficult, but we have to see sometimes the pandemic is a blessing to us sometimes, even though, we would want to be out there doing certain things, but for it to give you that quality time with your baby now, to nurture her, that when it's time to go,
hmm,
you're on tour when the world open
yeah,
back up, and then you're off. So it's amazing to hear. So I'm curious.
yeah.
Tell us about your management team. How do you even come about working with them? Because I know you were stationed here in New York City before, and now you're in
Yes.
Trinidad.
Um, yes, they are actually because I had a lot of gigs as when I was stationed in New York. Because of the gigs, the shows would, the gigs would come from New York and go to Europe or Japan or Singapore, and they actually live out there. They are a dynamic team, really, like very, they are both very serious. I'm just really glad to have them and team up with them, which is from Group and Shanti and Steve, the works. So I have one in America and now created one in formulated one in Trinidad. Right, but Trinidad and Promos and the team, they are like, I don't know words can describe. Really, really good. I have no complaints whatsoever.
Nice, nice, nice. So I'm curious, what is your goal with your music career? What are you trying to accomplish? What did you set for
All right,
yourself?
definitely that fusion, that different song, that twist. I really love that R&B dancehall soca vibes, and I'm hoping to do something different that was not done before to get the music out there in some type, because sometimes you try with the authentic soca and it's not yet readily recepted all over. It's been loved all over, but sometimes to get it out there mainstream, you have to work a little hard. So I'm just hoping at one point that hopefully I'm able to accomplish this, let me see, within the next 5 years. I put myself on a 5-year goal. Right?
Nice.
So that is exactly where I am to reach for the stars. and of course to give advice to anyone who wants to come up there, because I wasn't thinking this was even possible at all, and it's happening, right? And with all the odds and everything thrown against you, still there fighting, being consistent every year. As I say, not yet where I need to be, but I want to be where I need to be in the industry within 5 years, and that is the stars and getting the music mainstream.
Right, and that is exactly where you be. See it, envision it, and speak it into existence, and it shall be. That's where we're at with that, and it will be because you do have that international sound, and I see you there, definitely.
Thank you so very
So I'm
much.
curious, what do you actually miss about the stage? Because I know even though some artists are still out there performing and hitting the stage, some, choose to still stay at home and, follow the guidelines. So, what do you miss about the stage and touring?
Oh my gosh, listen up with the stage, like that whole unity, that whole vibes, that whole love and empowerment, that whole forwards, the love, the people embracing your song. You actually write the song, you don't know where it will happen, what will happen when you literally sit down in a corner creating something, from hearing it play on the radio to hear people loving and screaming at your song and just enjoying it. That whole piece, to me, is a peaceful experience. I really love it, and I miss that about the stage, definitely. Appeasing the masses, bringing unity, you know. Soca definitely brings unity and all different cultures together.
Yeah.
And definitely you could see that when you perform on stage, what goes on within the crowd. And yes, traveling. I find I'm embraced a lot in different countries, let me say Toronto and England and all these. So of course, when you go and you are performing your songs in these different countries with these different cultures, and they all embracing your song, is an overwhelming experience that I can words can't even describe. So definitely I miss that about the stage and performing and traveling.
And I have to say, with the pandemic, it definitely impact Carnival. Everybody is looking forward to it. Of course, Carnival bring in a lot of income too for the Caribbean island, for Trinidad. There's, people that travel so that they could perform, in Canada, all over. And it's definitely been a devastation, with the pandemic because you have to be on the road dancing on each other, the whole jumping up, and unfortunately, it's truly sad that they actually have postponed that, especially in Trinidad. So it's definitely disheartening. But do you have like any like virtual shows, or do you have any shows that are upcoming that your fans could be on the lookout for?
Virtual shows, I believe in, let me say by June. Yeah, definitely it should have virtual shows. I don't know exactly the name offhand yet, but I guess when you will follow me and call me Jadel on Instagram, you would see it being posted on on my feed, so my stories.
Nice, nice.
Definitely. Our borders are still closed. So
Yeah.
I know a lot of fests and events are opening back up bit by bit, even despite this COVID, but we are still closed. So definitely no events in Trinidad like that except virtual is being taken place.
Right, right, right. I think it's just the unruliness of the artists here in the
Yeah,
States. But I know when it comes to the Caribbean island, they're strict, very strict on any
yeah,
social gathering that, that is the next best outlet, virtual, because they've been doing quite a few virtual shows out of the Caribbean islands,
mhm,
and so that people, the fans, could actually, stay connected and, involve and enjoy, the performance of all the Caribbean artists. So hopefully it gets
yeah,
there. So we'll be definitely be on the lookout. And again, as soon as we know, we're gonna let you guys know so you guys can definitely check it out. So I'm curious,
yes,
is there
definitely.
is there any artists out there right now that you'd actually love to do a collaboration if was given the opportunity right now?
Oh, what you mean local or out there, like international or dancehall?
You could give me dancehall, and since dancehall, or
Oh, definitely.
international.
I was just really fond of Alkaline and Pakan and Idonia. I love their style and music. So definitely Shensia. And of course, internationally. Drake and The Weeknd. Oh my gosh. That's a two
Wow.
favorite top. Yes.
I like that, and I could see those. I could see those collaboration happening. I definitely
I like
can.
I like to listen and positive.
Yeah, I like. So we go speak that one into existence and make sure that that happened. But I like
Yeah.
that. I am shocked because I wasn't seeing Alkaline and Idonia, but I like that. That
Yeah.
that, that's
Yes, yes,
different.
yes.
You want to go hardcore, the hardcore
Me,
dancer.
I love. I know, right? I just love the fusion of the. I could sing and I would love that rough hardcore vibes on it on the track. I always love the chanty vibes. Definitely.
Nice, nice. So would you
That's-
would you ever choose to make an all R&B album or EP and put out just by your vocals?
I
I'm
would love
asking.
to. I would love to. I don't know if it's in the near future, like this year, but that's something that would definitely, I would want to.
Yes, yes. It
Yes.
would be amazing because your vocal range is just phenomenal. Phenomenal.
Yes.
So you have to tell me about your latest single right now, "Deserve It All," because you do deserve it all. So
Mhm.
tell us what inspired this track, and of course the visual for the music video.
Um, because it's always definitely because of the women empowerment at the time. I really was hardcore on that getting women, fans and women together. I was having an issue with this crab in a barrel, with women being petty and not supporting each other, and it's always fighting long, and it's just ridiculous, right? So definitely that was one of the reasons why I recorded Deserve It All for females. And it's basically saying whether you're whatever, everybody's going to hate. They're going to love whether you do good, whether you do bad. Just do it. Don't hold back. Don't even wait or ask anybody their opinion on anything, whether however you are. Because everybody have their little skeletons in the closet and they quick to point fingers. They always quick to judge. The ones are doing the worst behind. So you, whatever tickles your fancy and whatever resonates with you, and whatever you do best, you do it and don't care two hoots about whatever anybody else say. And you deserve it all because women are very strong and they deal with a lot than what a lot of men go through. Women deal with a lot. So that was the inspiration with the song. I've collaborated with Kid Israel on this track. He's the one who sing Wine to the Ground and Stick Out Your Tongue and Rock Out. He actually recorded that part. I
Nice.
collaborated um, CL production for this track. I fell in love with Shensi and Ket's production that he did. That was the reason why I reached out to him. I really love that dancehall fusion he did with for them. Shensi and Ket did a song called "Come Close to Me." He did that, and
Nice.
I was like, I need something similar to that. I just love that summer bouncy vibes. So
Right.
yes, that was the inspiration with the song, the woman empowerment, um, woman support, and that's how the song came about. Teaming up with Kit Israel and working with CL Productions, and yeah, it was a wrap and
Nice.
very much received.
And I have to say, I love that because right now I think it is only right that the females unite with each other and support. And we all know this industry is a male dominated industry, as you spoke about earlier.
Yeah,
And the
definitely.
fight shouldn't be against each other, but to
You
uplift
should know.
and put each other on. And I think that's the relationship and that's the mindset that the females should be having in this music industry, so that because they know they always getting pushed to the back, and walk and pass over by the males. So I love that you actually have this message behind this single, and I can see that in the visual too, because you're empowering a lot of nice sexy ladies you know with their
Yeah.
skills. Again, if you haven't seen this music video, make sure that you go on our Vivo channel. If you're just tuning in, we have Jadel live on the phone line calling all the way from Trinidad and Tobago. And we're speaking about her
Yeah.
single, Deserve It All right? This soca single is extremely, extremely fire. I love everything about it. And you made me a little bit jealous in a Jadel, because I wish I was in the island on that beach. We in the cold right now.
But right now, I'll be honest, I all finished right now, I'm sure. longing to come out to reach to the USA, the US of A. So
we,
you
we
are
we have to
so
switch places right
lucky to
now.
be out there. Huh? Yeah, that US of A needs to be, yeah, I definitely need to head there soon. So I guess, it's both ways here.
Yes, yes, yes. But I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. Again, if you guys aren't following her, make sure that you guys follow her on Instagram and it's called me Jadel, all right? Make sure that you buy, support, stream all music. Again, make sure you support the artist. The music is out and available on all streaming outlets. So I'm curious. I know that you said that you're working on your second album to drop the end of the year. Is there any other projects that you're actually working on that you'd love your fans to know right now?
No, I'm just taking it one step at a time, just because, of course, the borders are still closed, everything is limited, so you don't want to put out your all, and then, you have to play it by ear. So I'm just going to focus on that, and because pushing a song is a lot of hard work, just one song by itself. So, as I say, I'm not to that level yet where I can just afford to drop a whole set of tracks because
Right.
each one I have to push individually. Marketing time goes and effort goes into each song. Hopefully, that I'll be doing music videos. My goal is to do music videos for each song because that is something I've been lacking on in the past, which has affected me quite a lot in fusing the name, the song, and the look. Normally when somebody sing a song, you automatically know the name. You automatically know what the person looks like. Sometimes when I release a song, everybody know the song, but they didn't know who sang it. Or if they know the song and they know who sang it, they can't remember the face. So
Right.
it's like it's because of lack of visuals
So
as well. So
I'm
that's
curious.
why,
I am actually
huh?
curious. What inspire your? Because I know you're a fashionista, but what inspire your image? Because you, like I said, you were giving me a whole life stage with the image. So what actually inspire your image?
The image, oh my gosh. Actually, long time when I was younger, I was raised in a Christian background, like Seven Days Adventist. So it's really what I wanted to explore, show myself, showcase myself. And it's just because of the whole vibe, I was just one covering everything. I just, even the more boyish I look, the better it seems to my family. So I was more boys, tomboy, not caring to hoots, however, look, whatever it is, because they try to make it seem like you can be thin, yeah, so big baggy jerseys, big baggy pants, everything, and you used to feel it used to have like your confidence, you're just not feeling confident enough within yourself, you feel less than yourself down, you watch other people, and you'll be like, wow, I wish I could look like that or be like that. And you just be this boy stage. So it's like a whole transition, a whole makeover, sex appeal unleashed kind of vibes right now going on for me. That's basically the inspiration behind it all. In confidence, woman confidence, um, me being comfortable in my skin enough to show whatever I want to do and be whatever I want to be and however I want to be.
Yes.
As in fashion,
Uh
I
huh.
mean, you want to be overdoing it with the skin. But I wasn't showing skin before, so I'm like, like take this, let
Yes.
me have it.
Let me tell you this in the Jamaican term. What we don't say is you were the Christian girl, and then we call it say you just broke out. You know,
I know, right?
you broke out, and I show it. You know,
You was just waiting for years upon years, and you're just waiting there. And you're feeling so confined and restricted, and you just
right.
waiting there.
I know you're
And you just,
expressing. I have to say that you look phenomenal again. Everyone, make sure that you guys go follow, support, and stream her music. You are super, super talented. Again, I hear international. And before you leave us, is there anything else that you would like to let Radioland know? And also, please introduce your latest single before you go.
okay, yes, definitely. Keep supporting local Trinity, you see, soca music. Oh my gosh, I mean, that is something that I really want to push out there a lot because I'm a soca to my heart. but of course, pushing the soca together with other genres. So keep supporting, and you can support me by following me on social media, which is call me Jadel, Callmedel. That's like call me Jadel. And on Facebook, I'm Jadel Lisher. YouTube, I'm streaming on all digital platforms, Spotify, iTunes, YouTube, everywhere. Find the music, and this is my latest track, 2021. Jadel deserve it all.
All right.
Yes.
Make sure that you guys continue to show your love and support. Again, a super,
Mm.
super talented artist. Make sure that you guys go ahead and cop all the singles, all right? Follow, stream the music. But I want to say thank you so much, Jadel, for, such an amazing interview right here on One Love Radio, bringing the soca to us, the heat, all the Caribbean vibe, the ocean waves
Yeah,
that we're jealous of right now in this cold. But we appreciate you. And just know,
thank you.
whenever you come back here to the States, we'd love to have you live in studio, all right? When everything
Of
free up.
course,
Yes, it's
definitely, I would love that too.
yes, it's definitely been a
Yeah,
pleasure. And a big shout out to Shandy and the whole Julian, the whole management team. You guys are doing
yeah.
phenomenal work, all right? And
Thank you so very much.
I wish you and your beautiful child to be safe, and be
Mm,
prosperous, all right, during this
yeah,
pandemic.
I appreciate that too.
All right, all right. So blessing, blessing, and thank you so much.
All right. All my listeners, everybody out there, you and your family, keep safe out there as well. And thank you so much.
All right, so that was Dell calling all the way from Trinidad and